The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They go here with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Gibbs straight ahead. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's the former Bear. This is David Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bears.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
But he gets it all the way down inside the 30. What a terrific return.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Shaun Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The Bears at 13-1 now on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl front runners. They're playing with extreme confidence. And you need that in order to go all the way.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. A good pickup there at 22. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Rome Odunze.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing. Hooker. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
They find some open field here.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 66 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Steps away. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. In motion, the tight end.
Here's Hooker to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. He's got the connection to Moore. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there at 20 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
To the left side, into the hands of Odunze. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the gun, it's Hooker.
Steps away to his left. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
Oh, nice move at midfield. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
72 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
All play action. Here's Hooker. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And the Lions are going to have it first and goal as he'll take.
This is going to be a long game.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Parker Hesse,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions are once again back in front.
And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Looking to throw is Williams.
Flush to his right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
On the option to give to Swift here. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 75, as his guys have now moved out in front. Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
Back to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The Bears in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, Williams. Allen's got it complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To the air, Williams. He'll get this off to Swift. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They get this out left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up line. Offensively, when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 114 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Hooker. Throw left side caught by Laporta. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Hooker now off play action. Rolling to his left. That's complete to Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here. Hooker going to try to throw for it. That's caught. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fighting his way through contact. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score They know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 43, here's second down and 8. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Williams. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll go. Here's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
In motion left is Mitchell. Hooker. Out to his left. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
On the handoff, this is Swift. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
And he will have the Bears first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Moore, the man in motion. They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Swift. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Williams going to sneak it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Now the point after try for Santos. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing. Hooker. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Zach Pickens able to record his 5th sack of the season. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down. Hooker's going to throw it. He's got it to Williams. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Gibbs again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
3rd and goal, here's Hooker. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him. By that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
That's to his running back, complete. But he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on his spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Bears extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. There he goes again. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here's Hooker to throw it.
Forced out to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Looking to throw. Hooker. Finds Gibbs on a check down.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Well, this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Now Hooker. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
Pretty move. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
From the gun, here's Swift. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.